My dear friend, welcome to my simple life in the south of Russia. This time I'm going to share with you a glimpse into my daily life as you asked. My routine is quite simple, but I hope you will find it interesting. I would be happy to answer any questions you may have about my life here. Today is a very exciting day for me, or rather night.
Выход на платформу по центральной лестнице.
It's been almost a year and a half since I saw my parents, which is the longest period of separation in our lifetime. And if it wasn't for a little trick of mine, our meeting on the seashore wouldn't have happened. You may be surprised, but my parents have never traveled anywhere, really rested in their more than 40-year work experience. Only today, at the age of 66 and 68, they traveled 2,500 kilometers and saw the sea for the first time in their life. Unlike the younger generation, who love and know how to relax, my parents live in a whole different world. But we still decided to arrange their first vacation. So the summer is over for my guests, not for me, and they went back home happy and refreshed. And I realized that now I really need to rest. The best rest for me is a leisurely stroll. It was about 8 kilometers from the railway station to my home, and I decided to walk along the sea. To be honest, I don't really know how to unwind either. Probably this has been passed down to me from my parents. I do not have any formal vacation in my life or a hobby in my spare time. For me, the best way to relax is just sitting and listening to the serene murmur of water. Not thinking about anything. And simply watch the moment flow. And I actually do understand the parents. For them, the best vacation is working at the dacha. But this time I really wanted them to see the sea and feel the charms of the south, and so I kind of tricked them. In early spring I told them, come to us or we will come to you for the whole summer. My mom loves us, of course, but she couldn't stand me in her kitchen for 3 months. That's how the first holiday of their lives happened.
Это так вкусно.
Before that, during the vacations, they worked at their dacha, at their parents' dacha, in the village of other parents and relatives. It was hard seasonal labor. Someday I'll show you how it was. Meanwhile, I'd like to share a simple and colorful seasonal recipe. I stew onions, red, green and orange peppers until half done. Then I throw in some garlic, a mix of peppers, some blended tomatoes, and then pieces of fish to them I have caught today. While our lunch is simmering, I can start getting back to the work. I had to put it on hold when I had guests. My job is like a delightful and healthy delicacy. It inspires me. It energizes me. I don't feel like my brain is boiling or steam is coming out of my ears. That's why I don't feel that I need any kind of rest.
Туда приходит.
Another great vacation for me is going to the farmer's market. Maybe it's because I really love fruit. When I pick up what's in season right now, I always feel better. When I was really sick in Ufa, I noticed that it wasn't the medicine that helped me, but the market. Weird, right? Surprisingly, but it was right in the moments of selecting and purchasing fruits and veggies that my symptoms stopped, and I walked back home feeling like a totally healthy person. At that time, I even thought maybe I should get a job at the market. Everything we need for relaxation, health, and in general for a happy life is found in the simplest aspects of everyday life. As a rule, it's through difficulties and trials that we come to the realization that everything is actually quite simple. My grandma used to say, «Всё, что сложно, ложно». It means everything that is difficult is false. In the Russian language, the word difficult contains the word false or lie. Today we're having a really simple dinner: baked potatoes and cottage cheese pudding with seasonal apples. Instead of sugar, I add some sweet apples and raisins. I will leave the recipe for you in the video description. It's so simple and very delicious. Whenever Grandma was cooking in the oven, she always made baked potatoes in the jacket. This is such a simple but very special food in our family. And now I'm making the simplest but very specific tea. I take fermented fireweed and mulberry branches along with the berries. They say it is very good for blood vessels and blood sugar. The truth is most often in simplicity. We had a simple vacation with parents, swimming in the sea, lying on the sand, admiring sunsets, eating boiled corn and ice cream. We didn't do anything fancy and take excursions. Instead, we were just together, like it was a long time ago when I was still living in my parents' home. To tell the truth, I didn't really have a vacation. I spent my time cooking, washing dishes, taking my parents to the seaside or home, going grocery shopping, then cooking again, cleaning. It turns out I was doing all the stuff that my parents did when they didn't have a vacation. I think it was pretty awesome. I had a great time actually, and I'm happy. Probably as happy as they were.